You.
You got both our heads in? I saw one where Ernie's head was like here. All set?
All right.
Who am I speaking with?
Paul Rummel.
Paul, what do you do?
I'm CTO of Vijilant.
Vijilant. What does Vijilant do?
Vijilant is social media discovery, analysis, and archiving.
Who wants that?
Law firms want that. Jury consultants want that. Insurance companies investigating fraud want that.
How long has the company been around?
About 2.5 years.
And how did you get the idea to do it?
Well, my co-founder had an Airbnb rental home, and it was vandalized by a guest, and she was surprised that that person was not vetted better by Airbnb, so she looked at the person's social media and says,
Of course.
I could have predicted this, and her specialty was data science, and so that was launched Vijilant.
What was your background before? You're the CTO, so you're working with technology. What were you doing before this?
Before this, I was software designer of a product data management package.
Really? And how long have you been involved in technology?
Oh, well, since I was a little younger than you. A good 30 years.
Oh, that makes me feel good. We're probably about the same age.
Yeah.
How do people use Vijilant?
People use Vijilant by entering a little bit of information, enough to positively identify a person. Okay, an email works great because there's only one email per person.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's first name, last name, middle name helps. City, state, date of birth helps a lot. So if there's enough information and we can positively identify them, what we'll do is we'll go out and find their social media sites. We'll grab all the words we can off of those. We'll put those together in a word cloud that lets you identify what that person likes to talk about, what they're all about, at a glance, instead of you having to go into each site and look at those. And then we'll ship those words out for analysis and give you a personality analysis of those. We'll provide pictures, education, where they work, and we'll also archive a couple of those big sites like Facebook and LinkedIn.
So when you say it'll give you analysis of the person, is that coming from somebody looking at the information, or is that coming from machines?
That's actually
coming
from IBM Watson.
Really?
Yep, AI. Okay. They have a great set of libraries of personality profiles, Big Five, emotional tone, sentiment analysis. So we add that into our profile.
And is the IBM Watson, that's open to you? You can get it.
We can pay for it.
Yeah. How much? So, but it's cool what you're doing. I mean, you're getting that from a third-party source.
Yeah.
You built an infrastructure way around it that does a lot more than that. But you're using artificial intelligence in some way to say this is probably what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is how the person expresses themselves.
And you may not. I mean, if they're on the jury, maybe you don't want that. Maybe you do want it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Before it'd be Ouija boards. We're trying to find out. We don't want any leaders because leaders can go one direction or the other direction. We don't know which way.
Yeah.
And you're trying to say, well, this type of career is a leader. This type is not. It is very much a Ouija board.
Right. And the more information lawyers have about the people that are judging their case, the better off they are.
Can you show us how it even works?
Sure. So here's a bunch of people at the show today that have walked.
So here I am telling people to use this social media like crazy, and you're getting a record of who they are.
If it's publicly accessible,
well,
yes.
It will be, and I'm telling them to be publicly accessible.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right. So that information is legal for us to grab and look at and put together and
absolutely
offer that. So here's a whole list of people that came by and entered their information, and. You see, here's one such profile of a person that came by here. So the name, we found their age and where they live. And here's images from their social media sites. Here are links to their social media sites. And here's the results of the word cloud. When we grabbed all the words from those sites, we put it together. And this person is all about legal marketing, I can see right now. We find their occupation, education, and what they're interested in. We can often find that.
Save a heck of a lot of time.
Yeah.
Because you theoretically could have somebody go out and you couldn't get the stuff over here, but the tendency is pulling it off. You couldn't get the word cloud.
Right.
This type of stuff you could theoretically find, but it takes some time.
It takes time, right. And it takes your time.
Yes.
And if you can put that off to us. In a minute, we give you this information.
Yep.
So here's the analysis from Watson, and we also make snapshots of these two sites if they exist for this person, and they are permanent records of the website as they are right now.
Right.
They don't change.
Cool.
You can add notes. You can add a color tag if you want to rate people in a certain way and sort by them. You can sort by any of these results. There's a lot of the analysis results.
So somebody that's sitting in an insurance company, whatever, could take a body of people. They would review these. You could have somebody then review them and then tag them blue, red, green, whatever you want to.
Absolutely.
We're not doing the reds.
And for those insurance companies, we have a way to input an entire spreadsheet.
Okay,
as many
people.
names as you want. And it populates and then it automatically runs them all.
It's very cool. Would you go back to that one sheet that you had?
Yep. So these are arranged by cases.
Yep.
And this is the case we're playing with today. This happens to be a matter that exists on my account in Clio.
Okay. Go back to when you open somebody up and you have those words associated with it. That Watson picked up.
Yeah. Here's another person. Right.
So when you pick these, you call them expresses as, etc.
Right.
Why these things are you looking at? The open, the conscientious, extrovert, agreeable, stable.
These are sort of these are already known types of personality assessments that have been in the industry for a while. There's lots of papers written about them. There's a whole body of knowledge behind these, and that's why Watson has encapsulated these as usable libraries to really get this information disseminated.
What's the competition like in this space for other people? There must be other people that are doing things.
There's other people that do all of these pieces.
Okay.
Nobody has put this all together. We're the first that we've found that puts it all together for the legal industry. There's people that do the archiving. There's businesses that find the social media sites. Obviously there's Watson, who, if you give them the words, they will give you these analyses.
Right. But you want to bring it all in one presence for them.
Yeah, we want to get as much of this as we can find for a given person as quickly as possible.
You're a Clio integrated partner.
Yeah.
Or Clio integration. What does that mean for you?
Well, the exposure.
Yeah.
Big exposure to a whole bunch of new
You're sitting you got prime real estate in the front door of the biggest room.
This is great. We've already got a bunch of people signed up.
That's great. How much does it cost for an individual lawyer to use? Or is it per use or how?
Yeah, there's 3 subscription rates, and each subscription rate comes with a per use fee. So there's a no prescription rate with a high fee, and then all the way to an expensive monthly prescription with a low fee per hit. Now we count a hit as a positive identification. We found at least 2 social media sites that had a significant enough number of words that we can do these analyses.
Very good. Now that you've been doing this company, you've been involved in technology for all those years, what words of wisdom would you share to younger entrepreneurs that are starting companies? Some of them I've talked to here have been like 5 months, 7 months. What have you learned? What would you share with them?
That it's nice to get other people's opinions, but if you believe in your product and you believe in yourself, don't give up.
Yeah, it's persistence.
Yeah, persistence. Yeah, that's my advice.
Yeah, because I think the same thing. It's persistence. At some point you might find out that it's impossible, but persistence actually rules. But this is very cool. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Kevin.